Now, Joan Rivers was a trailblazing icon in the world of comedy, breaking barriers with a sharp wit and an unfiltered humour. Born in 1933 in Brooklyn, New York, Rivers rose to fame in the male-dominated world of stand-up comedy during the 1960s. Her big break came when she appeared on The Tonight Show starring Johnny Carson in 1965, earning widespread acclaim for her bold, no-holds-barred humour. Over the decades, she became a fixture on television, hosting her own groundbreaking talk shows, including The Late Show starring Joan Rivers and The Joan Rivers Show, for which she won a Daytime Emmy Award. Her influence extended beyond comedy, as she also paved the way for women in entertainment with an unapologetic approach to life and career. Beyond her career as a comedian, Rivers was also a writer, producer, actress, and fashion icon. She was known for her scathing yet hilarious critiques of celebrity fashion on Fashion Police, a show that cemented her legacy as a pop culture commentator. Joan's humour often touched on taboo topics, including aging and plastic surgery, subjects she approached with both candour and humour. Her ability to address what others avoided made her relatable and revolutionary, while her tireless work ethic kept her relevant across generations. By the time of her passing in 2014, Rivers had left an indelible mark on the entertainment industry, becoming a role model for aspiring comedians and women everywhere. Yet, Joan Rivers was more than her public persona. She was a woman with a deep appreciation for art, history, and luxury, interests reflected in her personal life, particularly in her exquisite taste for homes. Her New York City penthouse, located on Manhattan's Upper East Side, as well as her Connecticut countryside estate, both stand as a testament to a larger-than-life personality. So let's start our tour by taking a closer look at the iconic penthouse that Joan Rivers called home for 28 years. The Manhattan penthouse apartment is definitely one of Joan Rivers' most famous residences. It was originally part of a mansion designed in 1903 for socialites John and Alice Drexel by renowned Gilded Age architect Horace Trumbauer. This architectural gem, later converted into exclusive apartments, exudes the grandeur of its era, and Rivers embraced its French-inspired design. In the late 1980s, following the tragic death of her husband, Edgar Rosenberg, Rivers purchased the penthouse and transformed it into a lavish sanctuary that combined European elegance with a signature flair. A fascinating detail about the penthouse is that Joan was convinced the residence was haunted by a Mrs. Spencer, who was a former resident. Rivers and other people who lived in the building cited many strange occurrences that went on for a time until Joan hung a portrait of Mrs. Spencer in the lobby and the haunting stopped. Stepping into Joan Rivers' penthouse, you're greeted by an opulent staircase that sets the tone for the rest of the home. This grand entryway is filled with intricate moulding and high ceilings, reminiscent of the French palaces that inspired its design. The staircase itself, a centerpiece of the home, is both elegant and inviting, winding upward to the upper levels of the triplex. Rivers ensured that every detail reflected a love for European elegance, from the ornate chandelier illuminating the space to the luxurious fabrics draped along the walls. The formal living room is a masterpiece of design, combining classic and modern elements. Large windows flood the room with natural light, offering stunning views of Central Park and the Manhattan skyline. The space is decorated with antique furniture, plush seating, and a grand piano that was often the focal point of her legendary gatherings. Joan's penchant for bold colours and luxurious textures is evident here, with richly upholstered chairs, gilded mirrors, and art pieces collected from her travels around the world. One of the most cherished spaces in Joan Rivers' penthouse was a library. This cozy yet sophisticated room features panel wood walls, custom bookshelves, and a collection of decorative arts that reflected her eclectic taste. Among the treasures displayed were Joan's Fabergé eggs and rare artworks, creating a grand atmosphere that feels exclusive for guests. Adjacent to the kitchen is the formal dining room, with its 18th century French panels, a large dining table, and ornate lighting fixtures. The room is perfectly suited for hosting grand dinner parties. Rivers' love for entertaining was evident in the attention to detail she put into every element of this room. Perhaps one of the most remarkable features of the penthouse is its outdoor spaces. The terraces, beautifully landscaped with flowers and greenery, provide a private oasis above the bustling city streets. These areas offer breathtaking panoramic views of Manhattan, making them the perfect spots for morning coffee, evening cocktails, or simply soaking in the beauty of the city. Joan Rivers' touch extended to these outdoor spaces, ensuring they were as meticulously styled as the interior of her home. From the opulent ballroom to the intimate nooks scattered throughout, every corner of this residence tells a story of glamour, elegance, and the remarkable woman who called it home. Now, let's head over to Joan Rivers' second home, which was a departure from the grandeur of a Manhattan penthouse. Nestled in the idyllic Connecticut countryside and known fondly as the house that laughs built, this property was Rivers' vision of a cozy yet stylish retreat. As Rivers herself joked, the home's renovation cost her 214 club dates, reflecting a tireless work ethic and commitment to crafting a perfect getaway. The original structure was a modest, unimpressive house that Rivers described as hideous, but she saw potential in the beautiful property surrounding it. With the help of a friend and retail executive Joe Ciccio, Rivers transformed the home into a 5,000 square foot haven featuring 20-foot high ceilings, 100-year-old chestnut beams, and 4 wood-burning fireplaces. Architect Michael Bowe preserved only the original stone columns and the massive fireplace, the latter being a key reason Rivers bought the property. The heart of the home is the living room, a bright and welcoming space that perfectly balances elegance and comfort. The room features 9 French doors, 6 of which open onto a sprawling stone terrace that blends seamlessly with the lush green landscape. Centered around the original stone fireplace, the living room is anchored by 2 10-foot-long canary yellow sofas, which add a cheerful pop of colour to the neutral tones of the space. Rivers' kitchen was directly inspired by a visit to Claude Monet's home in Giverny, France. The blue and white tiles she admired there were reimagined in a country kitchen, where yellow walls added a cheerful contrast. This space wasn't just functional, it was also a hub for gatherings, where Rivers' friends and family could enjoy the warmth of a crackling fire and the scent of home-cooked meals. Rivers' unique sense of humour and taste were evident throughout the house, from a pink and white boudoir with palm trees flanking the bedroom fireplace to the padded walls in guest bedrooms. Every detail reflected her larger-than-life personality. She even incorporated a hall of mirrors with trompe-l'oeil murals depicting the home of close friends, including Prince Charles. Unlike the formal grandeur of a Manhattan penthouse, Rivers' Connecticut home was designed to be a non-competitive space, a sanctuary where family and friends could relax and unwind. Guests were treated to luxurious Carrara marble baths, fireplaces, and sitting rooms in their quarters, while Rivers herself enjoyed the whimsical coziness of a pink bedroom, complete with a 4-poster bed and antique furnishings. From a treasured antiques and family heirlooms to the carefully curated landscape surrounding the property, the Connecticut house was a retreat unlike any other. Rivers described it best when she said, "This house is only about family and close friends, a place we can be together." In every detail, the house that laughs built stood as a testament to the humour of its remarkable owner. Both of these homes reflect Joan Rivers' affection for beautiful spaces and her impeccable taste. Although Joan passed away in 2014, her memory lives on in these 2 magnificent properties that she cherished so much, and her life and career continue to inspire the next generations. Now, thank you for joining us while we stepped inside the homes of Joan Rivers. Please take a moment to like, subscribe, and follow our channel for our next home tour.